globally to this point in history, the Paralympic Games of 2008. And you just get the impression we're going to have an explosive start to this opening ceremony. Well, I can tell you they've got lots and lots of cheerleaders around the stadium. Everything organised down to the very last detail. The host country must be very proud. Well, once again, the bird's nest alive with the sound of fireworks, music, and we will have performers. Over 1,000 young Chinese people who are going to get set to welcome the Paralympic athletes from 147 nations. Well, we said we were going to be amazed. I think we have been already, haven't we?
Well, that's a very different start than the Olympic opening ceremony, isn't it? And
County Meath's Sean Heary was flying the Irish flag in a round that would test nerve, technique and endurance. Heary would face 72 arrows over 2.5 hours.
Well, before a competition, it's very stressful because you know that this is the biggest competition in the world. You know that it's going to be shown all over the world, and you know that your friends at home are watching it, and also your teammates are all you know, giving you support, and you don't want to let the team down as well. And it's all on one day. You've been training intensively for at least 6 months, and it just goes down to one day, one match.
And you've got to shoot 3 hours at a time. He shoots 3, you shoot 3, and basically you can see exactly what's happening with the big screen, and the guy who has the best mental approach to it is going to be the winner.
Heary got off to a solid enough start, very rarely missing the yellow. At the halfway point, he was within touching distance of the middle grouping, but a disappointing second 36 arrows left Heary with a ranking of 20 out of 20 and a score of 652 out of a possible 720.
I was actually delighted to get through the first round because it was against a German archer, and he had actually beaten me over in Holland about 2 months previously. So I knew he was a very, very good archer, and very, very nervous and very, very stressful. But I was really, really, really pleased to get by the German
try and
archer
do
in the
better,
first
really.
round.
You're shooting against the best in the world here, you know. You really are. So it doesn't matter really who I'm shooting against. They're all good shooters, you know. And it's all, we shoot 18 arrows, which is probably be over in 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, something like that. So it's anybody's game really, because one bad arrow from either archer can mean the difference between staying here and winning a medal or packing up and going home.
Meath's Sean Heary was in action in the last 16 of the archery against the highly fancied world number 4, Sung Kil Go of Korea, in the best of 4 ends. This was a contest the Korean would have been expected to win easily, but Heary rose to the challenge. After 3 arrows, the scores were level, with Go ahead at the halfway point, 56 to 55 for the Irishman. The third end saw Heary back on level terms with 2 goals as against 1 for the Korean, and the score now stood at 84 each. It was then all down to the final 3 arrows. Go went first and scored a 9, while Heary had a gold worth 10 points. With the next arrow, both scored a 9, and it was now down to the final arrow, and it couldn't have been more dramatic. Go had a bullseye, and the pressure reverted to Heary. But the Irishman was unflappable as he calmly scored yet another gold, or 10 points, to win by the narrowest of margins, 113 to 112, and book his place in the quarter-finals.
I had no idea. I wasn't watching what the Korean was doing at all. I just concentrated on my own shooting. I had no idea whether I was ahead or whether I was behind. I had no idea. I just concentrated totally on my own shooting, 100% focus, and just let them go.